I wasn't supposed to be at the station that late. My car broke down outside town, and the only place with signal was near the old rail line. The platform lights at Ashford Station flickered like they were deciding whether I was worth the electricity. There were no ticket machines, no digital boards, just a rusted analog clock stuck at 11:52, and a printed schedule nailed to the wall. The final listing read 12:17 a.m., northbound, last service. But someone had scratched something beneath it. Don't board. I laughed. Small towns love their ghost stories. Then the loudspeaker crackled, static, and a voice that sounded warped and distant. Now arriving, the 12:17. There was no wind, no vibration, no headlights in the distance, and yet I heard it, the sound of a train approaching. It didn't come down the tracks, it formed out of the dark, metal slowly taking shape like fog condensing into steel. Old passenger cars, faded paint, windows too dark to see inside. No conductor, no driver visible, just one door sliding open directly in front of me. No one else was on the platform. I told myself it was some kind of historical restoration train, a night tour thing. The inside lights flickered once, inviting, and that's when I noticed something strange. Through one window, I saw myself sitting inside, looking back at me. I should have run. Instead, I boarded. The doors shut instantly. The platform disappeared, not blurred, not past, it was just gone. The train was moving through darkness, no landscape outside, just black. The interior looked decades old, brown seats, brass handles, smell of dust and something faintly metallic. And there were passengers, completely still, all facing forward, all silent. I sat across from a woman in red. Her eyes were open but unfocused. "Excuse me?" I whispered. Her lips didn't move, but I heard her voice clearly in my head. "You shouldn't have gotten on." My blood went cold. "How do I get off?" She slowly turned her head toward me. "You don't." A man 2 rows down suddenly stood up. He looked normal, alive, panicked. "This isn't right! This isn't the right line!" He rushed toward the door between cars. The moment he touched it, the lights went out. Total darkness, and something moved in the aisle. Not walking, gliding, fast. There was a wet, choking sound. The lights flickered back on. The man was gone. The other passengers hadn't reacted. The woman in red spoke again inside my mind. "Rule 1. Do not try to move between cars." My breathing grew shallow. "Rule 2? She tilted her head. "When it stops, do not look outside." The train slowed, screeching metal, grinding brakes, but there was no station, only darkness outside the windows. Then shapes began to press against the glass from outside, human-shaped, distorted, like figures trapped under ice, hands flattened against the windows, faces stretched unnaturally long, and they were all staring at me. The doors hissed open, a cold wind rushed through the carriage. No one boarded, but one passenger stood up, an elderly man. He walked calmly to the door, stepped out into nothing, and fell upward, vanishing into the sky. The doors shut. The woman in red whispered, "Those who belong get off." I noticed something carved in the metal above my seat. A name, mine, deeply scratched, like it had been there for years. "No," I whispered. The woman in red slowly stood. Her movements were jerky, unnatural. "You're not supposed to remember boarding." "What?" Her face flickered. For a split second, her eyes were completely black. "You've been here before." The train lights flickered rapidly, and suddenly I remembered. The car accident, the spinning headlights, the impact, the silence. My car didn't break down tonight. I died. The door at the end of the carriage opened. A tall figure stepped in, wearing an old conductor's uniform, face hidden in shadow beneath the hat, ticket puncher in hand. Click, click, click. He moved seat to seat, punching invisible tickets above each passenger's head. When he reached me, he paused. "You're early," he said. His voice sounded layered, like multiple people speaking at once. "I don't want to be here." "Few do." He leaned closer. "You can leave at the next stop." Hope surged in my chest. "But if you look outside," he continued softly, "you stay forever." The train slowed again. This time I saw light outside the windows, warm light, streetlights, an ambulance entering a hospital entrance, doctors rushing, my body on a stretcher, alive, barely. The doors opened. "If you step off now," the conductor said, "you return." The wind howled, but as I stood, I heard something outside my window whisper, "Stay." I knew the rule, do not look outside, but I needed to see, just for a second. I turned my head. Outside the hospital scene, beyond it, were hundreds of shadow figures watching me, waiting, smiling. The hospital flickered like a glitching screen. The conductor sighed. "You looked." The doors slammed shut. The hospital vanished. Darkness returned. The woman in red sat back down. "You're assigned now." The train slowed once more. A platform formed out of nothing. Ashford Station, 12:17 a.m. A young man stood alone under flickering lights, confused, lost. The loudspeaker crackled. "Now arriving, the 12:17. The conductor looked at me. "Door's yours." I stood, walked to it, and as it opened, I saw myself reflected in the glass, not the living version, the inside version, waiting. The young man stepped aboard. The doors closed. He looked around nervously. I sat across from him and spoke inside his mind. "You shouldn't have gotten on."